What's up, everybody? It is TGI Friday. That's right, TGI Friday. Thank goodness it's raining outside. No, I shouldn't complain. It's been beautiful, and so very thankful for that. But we're back at it again. And so last week we talked about the importance of delegation. So we talked about the importance of it and talked about 5 key things that we can do to begin to implement it in our areas of influence. I'm going to go over those real quick just to recap. One is to select and appoint capable leaders, so identify those leaders. The second is to teach and instruct, lay out expectations, teach them what you're asking them to do. Be clear. The third thing was to model or make an example of of yourself. Example what you are asking them to do. There's one thing that I've always done in my managerial positions and things like that is always been to never ask someone to do something that I wasn't willing to first do myself. And so model, set the example. The fourth thing is empower and give authority. We have to empower people to do what we've asked them to do. And so give them the authority to make decisions and brainstorm and create. And then the last was to let go and oversee, or to let go and support. And so those are the 5 things that we talked about last week. And so what I want to do is I want to focus on the first one that we talked about last week, which was identify and select leaders, or select and appoint potential leaders or leaders over those positions. We have to find people. And I've said it a lot, is leaders identify leaders. John Maxwell would say that leaders are attracted to other leaders. So there's so many different things that we can talk about when it comes to selecting and appointing people. But one of the things that John Maxwell says in here is that it takes a leader, I love this quote, it takes a leader to know a leader, to grow a leader, and to show a leader. Again, it takes a leader to know a leader, to grow a leader, and to show a leader. And I just think that's really good, because here's the thing. If we're not developing leaders, then we're literally a part of a dying organization. And in this case would be the church. And so we have to, as leaders, develop other leaders, because the strength of any organization is a direct result of the strength of its leaders. And so, again, that's from John Maxwell. It's from this book, Developing Leaders Around You. I highly recommend this. So anyway, so how do we do that? How do we identify potential leaders? And so I've written down 7 things. That's right, 7, the number of completion. That is right. And so I'm going to share those with you, and I hope these help you in your efforts to develop other leaders. And so this is nothing new. This is nothing earth-shattering. This is also not just John Maxwell's ideas. We see Jesus identifying and appointing leaders in the Bible. He does it in the disciples. So when he looks for the disciples, he appoints them. And he also does it. We also see it in the book of Acts, where they begin to appoint different leaders to take on the different tasks, because the apostles were to spend their time praying and teaching and developing the church, or Christ's followers. And so, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead, and if you got a pen and paper around, you can jot these down. And so here we go. The first one for characteristics to look for in potential leaders is integrity. Does that person have solid character? Are they full of integrity? All right, that's one of the big things we need to look for. The second thing is positivity. What is their attitude? Are they a glass half full or a glass half empty? It's not to say that an individual can't change that, but it's hard to change that if they've already got it in them. It's something that you can work with. The third thing is servanthood. Are they a servant? Again, Jesus came to serve and not be served. And so he modeled this for us. And so are they willing to submit to what you're asking them to do? The fourth thing is honor. Do they honor what are they doing with people around them? Their parents, if they're young and the parents are still in their life, their coworkers, their friends. Do they honor? Honor is so big to look for in a key leader. The next thing, which would be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sixth thing, is growth potential. Are they willing to learn? Do they hunger to grow? Are they willing to be stretched out of their comfort zone to grow? The next thing, which would be this would be the sixth thing. A we, not me attitude. Do they have a team player's attitude? We, not me. That's so key. Are they willing to be a part of a team rather than to make something of their own thing happen? And then the last, which was the seventh, is do they have a grateful heart? Are they thankful? In anything. And when you're talking to them about, job situations, family situations, whatever like that, do they have a grateful heart? Are they thankful? And so those are some things that we can look for in some potential leaders in our positions. Because again, we as pastors, we as Impact Team leaders, if we are not identifying and developing other leaders, then we are running an organization into the ground. Because we always need to be developing other leaders. That's why Jesus developed the disciples, and they became the apostles, which became the leaders of the church. And the church is still going strong today because they took the time to identify other leaders, develop or disciple other Christ followers. And again, the process repeats itself. And so I hope that encourages you. I hope it challenges you. And I hope it brings to light the importance that we have as leaders to develop other leaders. And so we love you guys. We thank you guys. We hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. If you need any prayer or you need anything, please give us a text, a call, email us, pull us aside. We're very thankful for you guys. We are very honored to serve alongside you guys. And we're excited about what God is doing in our midst. We're growing. We're seeing some great changes in the church, and we're excited about what God has for us in the near future. Again, have a great weekend. We will see you on Sunday.